Hi guys, so if you've been following along and you've started to build your Flames of War force or army, okay, you have your tanks and you have a tank platoon, force, army, squadron, whatever. You've got tanks.
Yeah.
Like me, you're probably very keen to drive tanks over stuff and see what happens. Now, that may not always be the best idea. It can be quite risky. And we have covered in another tip, whether you've seen it yet or not, about the possibility of getting bogged down and then having to take a test and stuff like that to try and unbog your tank to be able to continue moving. However, there are circumstances where you really, 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 really don't want to get bogged down. And Matt, you're going to take us through one of those circumstances.
Okay, so what we've got here is a unit of my dug-in Germans. Happily dug in at the back of a field.
Yes.
So quite well concealed, gone to ground. Shooting is going to be rather ineffective. So to move them, we're going to have to try and assault.
Yes.
But this is where it can get a bit awkward for the old Americans. We've already done, as you said, where we've gone into fields.
Yes.
But let's move this particular one along. So in the movement phase, we're going to attempt to get within 4 inches.
Okay.
Okay. We know you need 4 inches to do the assault.
Yeah.
So you're going to drive your tanks up and attempt to get in the field.
And basically just one at a time, take a test. So the first one, he has to take a test.
Yep.
And he passes.
Just, yep.
Just. So
gets into the field.
He gets into the field.
That's fine.
Then I do the next one. And the next one, he'll take a test, and he fails. So he just ends up like
bogged down, yeah, exactly.
And then the last one, we would do him, and lo and behold, he would fail as well, and he ends up bogged down. So where does that leave us then?
Well, obviously, one guy made it into the field. He's going to want to assault these guys.
Yep.
But to do so, he's going to have to take another test to drive that a little bit further forwards.
So he takes another test.
Passes it fine though.
Passes it, yep.
Now, as a German, infantry, not overly keen about fighting tanks.
Yes.
Have to take a quick morale check to see whether I'm going to hang round and take this little assault of yours. Which, luckily, we pass fine. And they all stand their ground. So you've passed your test, you move that a little bit forwards. And then you would roll to see whether you actually do any damage in the assault phase.
So
vets versus vets, it's a 4+ to try and kill one of my stands. There's no saves in. There we go. So one of them would die. Oh no! Let's pop him there for the moment.
Yeah.
Now, I need a quick test to see whether I'm able to actually come and fight back. Ooh. Unfortunately, that fails.
Well, let's imagine it passed.
We'll just change that one round slightly, and it passes. So, yes, we can fight back. Can we fight against tanks? Yes, we can.
Yep.
So my guys would then jump out and engage your guys.
Yep.
Now, luckily, I've got a little command stand here with a Panzerfaust and a couple of stands. Now, I'm going to get as many as possible to your tanks.
Yes.
So these two guys are going to move up to the 2 bailed tanks. I've got 2 on the active tank.
Yep.
So I actually get a full set of attacks. But I'm going to do one separately because the Panzerfaust is slightly different from everybody else.
Yes.
So I get my normal 3 attacks, needing 4s to hit, scoring absolutely none.
Okay.
But this is the important one, the Panzerfaust. He hits.
Right.
Now, you take his anti-tank value. We're attacking the top of your armour though. Now, your armour is only 1 on top.
Right.
Yeah, so this is quite devastating for tanks.
So
you would take an armour test.
Yep.
Basically, anti-tank 6 for the Panzerfaust. Top armour of 1.
So I need 5+.
You need 5s to bail.
Yeah.
So that one goes through. Would destroy your tank, unfortunately.
Yep. Bang.
Bang.
Okay. So I've lost a tank.
But what happens to your bailed ones?
Yeah. What does happen to the bailed ones?
Unfortunately, we're going to get captured.
Just like that.
The end of the assault phase, you've got nothing you can do about it. Your tanks are out of there. They're mine.
So they're gone.
Now,
so what happens to them? Do they just sit there for the rest of the game, or what?
We can take them off the table. I would personally leave them there for the rest of the game. I can't jump in them and drive them. It's not effective like that, but they are.
Battlefront, we need a rule. If you capture a tank, we get to drive off in it.
Bit harsh. They're infantry. They don't know how to drive
You'll
tanks.
drive this tank over there. Okay.
Steering wheels on the wrong side.
So you would have thought, on the surface of it, that 3 tanks driving into a field to take, well, a platoon of guys, you would have thought the tanks would have pretty much mopped that up. But it does go to show you, with some bad rolls and some, you know, it maybe was a bad decision doing that in the first place.
I wouldn't have assaulted with him. Mm-hmm. I would have hoped to keep him back and then hope the infantry aren't going to come out their holes.
Yeah, so it would have just been an opportunity to try and keep them there, just keep pummeling at them, because sooner or later something might happen.
And you're hoping to get back in your tanks before he does launch an assault.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it, guys. It's certainly going to be something to bear in mind if you think you're just going to drive gung-ho across a field and take out some troops. It won't always work like that.
Ploughed fields.
Ploughed fields. Anyway, so now's your chance to drop in the comments. You know the drill. If there's anything you want to know, or if you have any suggestions, tips, or ideas yourself on this topic or anything else Flames of War related, get it in the comments below. We'll try and get some dialogue with you guys down there, and we'll see where we go with this. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned while we bring you some more Flames of War tips, tricks, and tactics.